Hey, I'm sure you know, but the situation is truly dire. Burning down Edo is nigh unavoidable at this point. By reducing Edo to ash, the Alliance won't be able to achieve anything. And when the time is right, we can force them to negotiate. Do you know of Napoleon, France's invincible general? Well, when faced with a similar situation, even he withdrew his men. The Shogunate still has plenty of capable men. I need to do what I can for them. Make sure they can afford to keep putting food on the table. I'm going to ask Chief Tatsugoro to start the blaze. I've tried to speak to him about it, but, well, tempers are rising all around. The truth is, I can't bring myself to broach the topic. I've just got too much to do right now. I've got my hands full trying to evacuate everyone. I'd really appreciate if you talk Tatsugoro around for me. Indeed. Who knows fire better than the firefighters? I just need you to convince the chief, please. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking so much of you all the time.
Oh, look who it is! There's an ominous gloom hanging over Edo right now. Feels like a hell of a fight's brewing. I tell you one thing though. On my pride as a firefighter, I refuse to see this town destroyed. So, what is it that you came to see me about? I see. So he wants the firefighters to start the blaze. Now I've heard everything. And Katsu said that himself, did he? What an absolute joke! What the hell is he thinking? Asking me to set fire to the place where I was born and raised. And you're no better! Didn't you even try to talk him out of it? Don't you care what happens to this place? I don't want to hear it! If you're telling me to set fire to Edo, I think it's high time I knock some sense into you! You've lost your mind! I'm going to beat the living daylight out of you! Done it! Allow it! I won't let you burn Edo down! Lost again. You're a beast, you know. Apologies. I got too fired up. Go on then. Tell me the rest. So, it's only the buildings that will go. I should have realized Katsu wouldn't execute a plan like this without thinking it through first. I see the Shogunate can no longer afford to worry about their reputation. I suppose I have no choice. If all else fails, and I mean all else, I'll play my part. But you give his lordship a message from me. Tell him it's his job to resolve this without burning Edo down. We're all done for if he's forgotten that. Got it? And one more thing. If this plan gets scrapped, he needs to send me word right away. And not through you. I need to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. The man's lost sight of what's really important. Anyways, you give him a good smack for me next time you see him. Hopefully, that'll wake him up.
Sorry for making you come here so often. So, how did the chief take the news? Come on! If I could manage that, I wouldn't have needed to ask him in the first place. Well, there's no feeling good about this, is there? I've never been cut out for plotting and scheming. It's dawned on me recently how good it was back when my only purpose was wielding my sword. In exerting myself, my mind was clear. How about it then? Care to go around with me? I want to forget everything for a moment. Try to get back to my old self. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? On the ground. Whoops! I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Just like that. What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed the swords. Possibly burn Edo down. Whoops! I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Just like that. What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? The higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground. I always knew this was more my time. I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords and I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords. What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? The higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's all around. I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. I possibly burn Edo down? Just like that. The higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground. I always knew this was more my style. afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Just like that. What's wrong with me? How could I possibly burn Edo down? The more you lose sight of what's on the ground. I always knew this was more my style. That may have been a spectacular defeat, but I feel much better. That's blown the doom and gloom right away. But sadly, it hasn't inspired much in the way of bright ideas. No pressure, huh? If only you could just finish me off here and now. I can't lose to the Alliance. I can't burn Edo. And I can't let anyone die. How do I do all three? Damn. People expect far too much of me.